Hello students, today we are going to start with the chapter Separation of Substances. Now most of the things around us like air, seawater, soil, rock, milk and paints are mixture. So what is a mixture? A mixture is a substance that contains two or more pure substances mixed together in different proportion. When two pure substances, are mixed together in different proportion, that is called a mixture. Now the substance that are mixed to form a mixture is called the constituent or component. Like in this picture, you can see that salt is mixed with water. Both salt and water are in their pure form and are called the constituent, which mix together to form a mixture, that is salt water. The substances present in a mixture do not lose their identity. These components can usually be separated by simple physical methods. Now we will study the need for separation of substances from their mixture. First of all, to remove harmful substance. In this picture, we can see that from the dirty water, we are extracting clear water and making it consumable. Likewise, when we buy wheat, rice and pulses from the market, these food grains usually contain small pieces of stones and insects, which are harmful for us. So, we need to separate these harmful substances from the food grains. Next is to obtain useful component. Like in this picture, you can see an example of crude oil. Crude petroleum is a mixture of various components such as petrol, diesel, kerosene, petroleum, gasoline, etc. We separate the components of petroleum, which is actually a mixture, to obtain these useful components. Kerosene is used as a household fuel, whereas petrol and diesel are used as fuels in vehicles. Next, to remove undesirable substances. You might have seen your mother preparing tea by adding tea leaves, sugar and milk in boiling water. After the tea is prepared, she separates the tea leaves from the tea by using a tea strainer. Now, why does she do this? This is done because the used tea leaves have become an undesirable component. So, we need to separate the component of a mixture from these undesirable substances. Now, there are few methods of separation of solid substance from a mixture, and they are hand picking, threshing, winnowing and sieving. Hand picking, the food grains and pulses that we buy from the market may contain undesirable components like small stones. These components look very different from the food grains. They are of different sizes and color, so they can be easily seen. Such undesirable components can be removed by hand picking, and which is very common in our home. Next is threshing. Cereals like wheat and rice needs to be separated from the stalk, and the process of separating grains from the stalk by beating them on the ground or using a machine is called threshing. In this picture, you can see an example of a manual threshing. Manual. Yes, here The farmer himself holds a pile of crop in his hand and hit it on a rock or any hard surface. During this process, the grains get separated from the stalk. Another process of threshing is thresher. Threshing can be done by a machine called thresher. This machine is used for threshing large quantities of grain. When there are large quantities of grain, we need to use a thresher. The next process is winnowing. Now, grains are separated from a mixture of grains like wheat or rice and husk by the method of winnowing, which is based on the property that the grains are heavier and the husks are lighter. So, in this process, the method of separating heavier and lighter component of a mixture by wind or blowing air is called winnowing. In this method, the heavier grains will get collected right down near the farmer and the husk will blow away with the help of air. Next process is sieving. When the components of a mixture are of different sizes, a sieve can be used to separate them. A sieve is a shallow vessel that has small holes. The size of the holes in the sieve depends on the size of the component to separate it. The method of separating the components of a mixture that are of different size by using a sieve is called sieving. This method is used in some homes to separate wheat bran from flour. If you see the diagram, it will be clear to you. In the next class, we will continue with the chapter. Thank you.